Applied Theatre! Today we're going to be talking about
the basis about applied theatre,
different types of applied theatre,
the company which we chose which does applied theatre,
and our very own applied theatre idea, which we'll share with you at the end.
Stay till the end!
Stay tuned!
Stay!
So Roma, what is applied theatre?
Applied theatre is a form of theatre which has taken place not within the traditional theatre setting. It can be taking place in the streets, in a prison, in a school. It can also be used for education. It's a really nice way to make the audience have an immersive experience. They're a part of the story, they're a part of the performance. Yeah, to finish off, basically you can see in the name, applied theatre is just applying theatre into an alternative setting.
Okay, so now that we've talked about what applied theatre is, we're going to get into some types of applied theatre. We have chosen two types of applied theatre to talk about. The first one is prison theatre and the second one is street performance theatre. First off, prison theatre.
Yay! What is applied theatre in prison?
So, prison theatre is when an acting workshop or theatre performance is performed within a correctional facility. This means that the prisoners get a chance to take part in the theatre piece or the workshops.
Yeah.
Some benefits of this are...
One benefit of prison theatre is that the prisoners who take part in these theatre practices, these workshops and performances, is that they can regulate their emotions more, a bit like drama therapy.
It might give them clarity and closure. Another benefit of prison theatre is that the prisoners will gain a lot of skills. These skills can be things like teamwork, bonding, communication skills, confidence, problem solving, and so much more. It also might be easier for them to reintegrate back into society having that help from applied theatre.
Prison theatre helps in raising awareness against negative stereotypes that are put upon the prisoners, and this gives them a new confident image.
It also can build community within the prison, especially with the prisoners working in teams together. It helps with bonding and promoting a sense of teamwork, and it helps build friendships, which could be difficult to make in the prison setting. So by doing this through acting and workshops and performances, it helps an overall community come together.
Prison theatre also helps in the prisoners building empathy for their fellow inmates and understanding their stories and why things could have happened to them or why they would have done certain things. It will help them understand and become more in touch with the people that surround them so that they're not filled in such a negative space. But Ali, don't you think that this might be a bit controversial?
Yes, prison theatre is a bit controversial to some people. Some people think that prison theatre is controversial as it can provoke very strong subjects. It can bring up topics such as crime, justice and rehabilitation, and therefore it can become a touchy subject and bring up debate.
It is very controversial also because some people do actually think that they don't deserve even that little sense of freedom and creativity of making something.
I also think that it helps give them the tools to become and be a better person and change.
To die, to sleep, to dream.
This is a clemency hearing for your conviction, 25 to life. Since you've been in custody, you've been involved in a theater program.
Gentlemen, let's go.
It's been a program that was established to help people get more in touch with their feelings and truly get some rehabilitation.
I am Gladiator Goliath. I am Spartacus.
I'm Prince Hamlet of Denmark.
And it's turned into something, I don't know, wonderful.
What part do you play?
From time to time I do act, like we all do.
We're here to become human again and enjoy the things that is not in our reality.
I think you guys are becoming real with each other, vulnerable.
I'm divine now. Yeah. This is my theater.
Now give him some love, give him some love.
Do you hear anything? Are you with somebody? Are you outside? Hold that feeling, right?
You gotta admit that I murdered that Hamlet, bro.
Shakespeare is in his grave right now. He rolled over. You did your thing, beloved.
Next, we're going to be talking about street performance! Street performance is a type of theatre which takes place in public. That could be any public space. These street performances can cover difficult situations, difficult topics. This can cover social, political, or cultural issues. This can be performed in a funny or dramatic way. But, Roma, what are the benefits of street performance?
Well, there are many benefits of street performance. One of the benefits of street performance is that there's a very, very large amount of places to work in terms of street theatre, and you can reach a very large amount of people, and you can reach people who are not typically able to go to a traditional theatre, so you can get almost basically anybody to come to this theatre piece on the street.
Basically, it's easy to find a venue. If you're wanting to make a change through your theatre piece, I suggest you do it through street performance.
Why?
Because you're not just going to reach theatre lovers, you're going to reach local people from the community. It helps to promote your issue within your theatre piece and make change.
The good thing about street theatre is that when you're trying to talk about a problem or solve a problem, you can go straight to the community where it started at, or to the area which it had started at or is very prevalent, and you can solve the issue from the root.
Wait, but Roma, is street theatre controversial?
Well, actually, yeah, it is. Yeah, street theatre can be quite controversial because some of the topics can relate to political problems or even cultural issues.
It can also be controversial as you're going to reach some people that might not agree with your theatre piece or your topic or your discussion or whatever you're bringing to the public. This can spark discussions and debates within the community, which can make it a really controversial type of theatre, but also a really powerful piece of theatre as well.
Overall, street performance is a powerful way to get your point across.
Next, we're talking about glass performance.
Glass performance was made and began in 2004, and they've made various different projects. They worked in various different places, from theatres to nightclubs to even football pitches, which is really crazy. And they've performed for different sizes of audience, going from 600 people all the way to one person.
Glass performance likes to incorporate ordinary people and turn their ordinary stories into something extraordinary. They like to bring in real families, real communities, and normal individuals. Their performances help other people understand their history, their relationships, and their memories. Roma, could you give me an example of one of their applied theatre projects?
Yeah, I can. So yeah, one of the examples of glass performances applied theatre projects is their project called One All, which focused on the town of Barrhead down in Glasgow, which focused on the individual lives of everybody in Barrhead. So this was a performance which was not performed in a traditional setting. It was set outside within the community that they were talking about. This project was set in the home ground of the Arthur Lee football team, and it had involved 300 local people and was a very wide-scale production piece that involved many people and many different stories.
Next, we're going to talk about our own applied theatre piece.
Our theatre piece will be impactful and thought-provoking.
We aim to create an immersive experience for the audience, especially for older adults who have and haven't experienced childhood trauma.
We will simulate the environment of an abusive household through the use of sound effects, lights, actors, and the setting of a rented house transformed into an abusive atmosphere.
We want to evoke the emotions and experiences of a small, innocent child in a distressing environment.
Reason, right? But your husband can't get a little action during the day, but you just sit here and act like that.
We want to connect with our audience and for them to have a better understanding of what it's like to be a child growing up in an abusive household.
We will also have a tour guide representing an older sister figure to the group entering the experience.
The group also are viewing this experience as a child through a child's eyes. She will lead the group through the house during the experience as the protective older sister stereotype. She tries to shelter you from the abuse as an older sister would to a younger sibling.
Act like nothing. Yes, it does. It has everything to do with it. It has everything for you to sit here and practice. Look at me when I talk to you!
A part of this experience will include your group sitting down at a dinner table with two actors representing the abusive parents.
A fight will break out. Lighting and sound will enhance this experience, showing how a child experiences things more differently to an adult, more enhanced and sensitive.
What's narcissistic? I'm not putting the blame on everyone else. I'm putting the blame
This experience will last for 1 hour from the times evening to night. You will end this experience in the bedroom upstairs.
Something like, would we be having this talk?
Slowly, the lights, the sound, the audio will dull out to represent your group as the child falling asleep. And will be asked to exit the experience safely.
But wait, how do we execute this in a safe manner?
CCTV.
CCTV will be implemented as general health and safety in case anything was to happen.
Sugar glass. During this experience, the abusive parents will be smashing certain pieces of set. These will be made of sugar glass. Sugar glass is harmless when it is shattered and is often used by a lot of actors.
Security. Security will be in the building just in case anything violent was to break out.
Contract. All people entering this experience will have to sign a contract. This contract will include trigger warnings and informs you of what you're walking into.
Rundown meeting. Before the experience, there's going to be a rundown meeting with the older sister tour guide, which she will explain what is going to unfold, what's going to happen for the experience, and what you're going to experience, so you don't walk in fully blind.
We want to make sure you're safe.
That was our Applied Future project. Hope you enjoyed!